Welcome to Just Us Men. We got a great show for you guys. We're going to get into Pedro's engagement story, how him and his wife got together and how Pedro proposed the big question. We're also going to talk about Jonathan and Pedro's hunting story and if they got any hogs from hunting the other weekend. I never was invited, but that's cool. And viewer question and more. Grab a drink, sit back, and let's go.
Always go hard with this school. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's not to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right, welcome to Just Us Men. We got my man Jonathan, who wears short shorts, Pedro, and I'm Jason.
Small ball Jason.
I'm never gonna live that down. I'm never gonna live that down.
Used to be big balls.
Hey, that's why men don't open up. You got that image of them that they don't want you to, stop thinking. Now all you think is small balls. You might have thought big before. I don't know what you thought. But here we are now.
It's normally the big guys. I knew he was on something, dude. They were going to be shriveled any which way. You don't get that big naturally.
Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, man. Fuck, you guys, I lost my gut straight right there.
We're going to be talking about hunting some hogs.
So you guys went hog hunting last
first
weekend.
time for my life. Yep.
Yeah, how was it, man?
Well, I heard you say you weren't invited.
Well, I mean, you
were
were
invited.
Come on, you were invited. You didn't
Multiple
show.
times.
Yeah. So it was actually pretty interesting. I didn't know what to expect. This dude over here took
He
me
shot
out
at a
there.
buzzer. Tell a story.
Okay, so no doubt. So we get we go on this ride and on a side by side. Dude drives us all the way in the middle of wherever, right? These woods, it was swamp area. It felt like, right?
It was.
I mean, so it took a minute, dropped us off, and when I'm getting up in this stand, once I opened the door, it smelled like piss.
Smelled like nature.
It was awful. I'm gonna go, oh, okay, this is what it normally smells like. And the dude was like, ooh, and he goes, okay, and he kind of stepped back, and I was like, well, there's some eggs up here. I was like, eggs? And I'm like, I don't know, dude, there's freaking eggs in here. I give him the eggs. He goes, oh, those are vulture eggs. He goes, they're probably gonna be back. So if they come, just swat on them. I'm like, I mean, you got like little bitty windows in this thing, right? That's what you're shooting at. So I'm like, okay, cool, no big deal. I'm just
city folk.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, right? I mean, I ain't got to that part yet. So I'm sitting here chilling, right? And maybe 10 minutes into it, I hear this noise. I hear this noise and I'm like, okay, what the heck's that, right? I'm thinking it's probably that vulture, right? Making the noise and looking, and then he sees me, flies off. I'm like, cool. He knows I'm here. I'm leaving alone. Now, dude went and got his friends. He said, hold on, homie, come over here. No joke. So next thing you know, I hear something behind me, and I was like, ooh, that sounded like a hog or something. It's some kind of grunting noise.
Right.
No joke. So I'm turning around, I'm looking, I'm like, all right, getting my gun out. I'm like, oh yeah, here we come. And I'm like, stop. It's like, okay, cool. I don't know. They're going to be around here. I'm getting a little excited, chilling, whatever. I hear something again. I start looking. It's freaking vultures.
Oh,
I didn't even know they grunted. Sitting there grunting. They're sitting there in the trees. They pissed off because I no longer have their eggs, but they don't know this anymore.
Right.
And so they keep on coming and they keep on coming. And again, I'm looking this direction and they're behind me. And I was like, all right, these dudes, eventually they're going to try to fly in here or something, right?
Right.
So I'm chilling and
again, they're going to leave him with small balls.
So I'm sitting here. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting here. I'm looking the other way and they kept on. And I was like, all right, go. I mean, they're now like coming up closer and closer. I'm there sitting over there and they're, making noise. I was like, all right, screw this. And I was like, this city folk pulled out my pistol. Bam! No joke. So I was just like, all right, I probably just ruined the hunting trip for everyone.
I heard this shot. And we dropped him off first, right?
Yeah.
So it was a massive property, right?
Yeah.
It was swampy, so it took us forever to get there. So we dropped him off first to my left. Yeah. I thought we went on and dropped off my uncle at another stand from right here. And then I came, this way, and I heard the shot and it sounded like where we had just left my uncle at. So I said, okay, let me text him. Hey, did you take a shot? He said, no, not at all. Maybe you want to check on your boy. I said, no, not Jonathan. No, let me see. Let me text him. I said, Jonathan, you see something? You take a shot? He sent me a video, a pixelated Android video. I really couldn't make it out. I mean, I could see what it was, but yeah. of 3 small buzzards.
It must have been because the video was small. Tell you, if I had a better angle, it would have been a lot larger.
That's what she said. Anyways,
I've heard that before.
Right.
sure you have.
Oh, shit, damn.
So I was like, hey, did you take a shot? He sent me this video, and then an explanation came. He said, man, every time I turned around, they kept getting closer. They started grunting. They were like making noises. They were all this. And I said, so you took a shot at a vulture, huh? He said, no, just a warning shot. I just sent it at the tree, this and this. I said, all right. Our chances of seeing a hog just dropped.
Yep.
Right.
Those hogs said, all right, maybe we'll just wait a couple hours, go eat a little later than we were about to start.
Right.
But yeah, he was under attack by 3 buzzards this
damn.
weekend.
Buzzards.
So no, we did not shoot any hogs.
No hogs, but when we finally went back, what dude said about 10 minutes after we left, he was it
before he came by.
Oh, really? Is that he started? No. When after we came back to the thing, he was looking on the camera and he goes, you know, like after those spots we left, there was hogs over at the thing. Said,
I want to say it was the opposite of that. Before he was coming to pick us up, they were there 10 minutes before he came,
really?
And they were there.
So they were still out there,
just not near us.
Yeah.
So they're shooting over there.
So
Let's not go that way.
The other thing I found out I shouldn't do is piss outside the the stand.
The guy asked us. He said, "Well, if the shot at the buzzards didn't do it, let me ask y'all, did y'all use the restroom out the stand?" So I was like, confidently, I was like, "Yeah." I mean, as soon as I got there, I did it. I did it as soon as I got there. So I didn't want no interruptions when I got it.
Right.
This guy goes, "Oh, like 4 times."
Like 4 times. Because I was drinking beer, I was just chilling, I was enjoying life, just sitting out there in nature.
Dude,
not even lie.
You sent me a video, bro.
Oh, watch out! Which one?
I wanted to go.
Come
with
on
you
now,
guys.
family show.
I wanted to go with you guys so bad. It's just, Elijah's dad was in town. We had some stuff going on, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, I want to go with you so bad. He sent me a video, and I was like, bro, how's hunting doing? He sent me a video, and you just do a 360 of this little canopy you're in. Yeah. All right. I'm like, where's Pedro? He's like, oh, he's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, you're not hunting together? He's like, no. He's like by himself. I go, dude, you're like, I'm like, you're playing like Hunger Games over here. Like, Pedro set you up. Like, all right, let's play some Hunger Games now. I'm like, yeah, exactly. And all of a sudden, dude, I text you. I'm like, you all right, bro? Like, she sent me your navigation, just something like, and the way you sent me the video looked like I was watching like a scary movie or something.
Yeah.
And then I was like hours go by, and I send you a text. I'm like, you all right, bro? Nothing. I was like, all right, so we have a winner for this year's Hunger Games.
And a clear loser.
District 13 has won.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, we came to find out that the guy whose property we're hunting on gave us a tour. He's like a grand fishing champion. Told us very cool, humbly. Oh yeah, I had this tournament. I won 305 grand. Got that dually truck for free. Got that. I said,
yeah, like 7 different boats.
We should just started. Yeah. We shouldn't even went hunting. We should just heard your story.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Neat. It's a neat story.
That's amazing, man. Wow,
real good time.
So Elijah's dad being in town, that's the reason why, but I want to thank him so much and give him a shout out. So Sarah is getting big, and so the stroller's no longer a thing anymore. She won't fit in it. She doesn't want to be on it, nothing like that. So Elijah's like, babe, I want to get this like wagon, this like huge ass wagon. I was like, okay. And she showed me how much. I'm like, that's a lot.
It's like a mini RV.
I'll put a down payment on a Mini Cooper for it.
Exactly. I was like, thanks. She goes, no. Like, my dad, we're going to see if my dad wants to help us out for her birthday. So I was very surprised.
He really loves her.
He really loves her, and got her a nice little birthday gift. So thank you so much for that. But she was so ecstatic about getting this wagon. Okay. Huge ass wagon. So ecstatic that she researched literally everything you can online about this wagon, from accessories to everything. And she's excited. She's doing this like, I'm at work, and she's like, babe, come here. I was like, what? And she was like, look, I was like, what? And she goes, it's a cup holder and this and this. And I was like,
got navigation.
I was like, what
stays in its own lane.
Dude, all her friends,
lane keep assist.
Right, exactly. Natalie and all her friends and everybody and Grace and everybody could play in it. I was like, that's me. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it's a wagon.
It's a wagon. Yeah, it's a wagon. She goes, no, like she was just. So then she comes up to me, all sad. I was like, what's going on? Everything all right? And she goes, I didn't get it. I didn't get accepted. Accepted into what? She goes, this Facebook club group for the wagon.
What the?
And I go, I'm sorry, what? She goes, there's a Facebook group for this specific wagon, and only people that you have to ask to be part of it. And for whatever reason, she didn't get accepted. And she was so sad about it.
Oh,
and
wow.
I felt so bad.
You had to
And
purchase that feature with it, and she didn't buy
I
it.
don't know. And I'm like, I'm not
That's
on
crazy.
Facebook, so I've
Yeah.
never heard this before. And I'm
Right,
going,
right.
okay, well, and then later on, like 3 hours later, she comes out, she's all happy again. It's like, all right, well, this is it that time? Or, you know, I'm just like,
Yeah.
And she's like, I got accepted. I was like,
Oh, wow.
that's great. What
That's
happened?
cool.
Well, I had to change my profile to my business to personal and all this stuff. And I go, okay, so they accepted you? Yeah, they accepted me. It's like, okay, that's great. So she goes, what are we doing tomorrow? I'm like, it's Friday. We're not doing anything tomorrow. What's up, babe? Can we go to the zoo and bring the wagon? I'm like, yeah, let's go to the zoo and bring the wagon. That's fine. So we go to the zoo, and right before we leave, she ordered something for the wagon.
Okay.
All right. And it was like this like canopy thing. Like, it's like, this thing's like a military tank. So I go, okay, let's put it together before the zoo. She goes, no, we'll put it together at the zoo.
Oh, that sounds
That was a bad idea.
I was like, okay.
Before you even get your
And it
story
was
out.
2 pieces. Is a canopy and then this like thing to pull it. So it's like this thing that attaches to pull it from one way. Even though you could pull it from the other direction.
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
She wanted to pull it from the other direction as well.
Okay.
This handle is like, okay. So he goes, we'll put it together at the zoo. So we get to the zoo parking lot. We open the trunk. We're in the zoo parking lot. Sarah's with us. She's holding on Sarah, and she goes, all right, babe, put it together. She brings like a whole bag of screwdrivers. And I was like, all right. So I'm in the parking lot at the zoo, putting this thing together with screwdrivers, this handle, looking at the instructions that didn't make any sense to me. All right. People are driving by us and thinking we're leaving. And all of a sudden they see me kneeling on
How much
down.
longer in that spot you need?
Exactly. They see me kneeling down, putting this thing together, and Sarah's sitting down, and Eliza's sitting down. And all of a sudden, there's just like the instruction manual. And I kind of stopped for a minute, and cars are like driving slowly by us in the zoo parking lot. And I'm thinking, babe, she goes, why are cars driving slowly? I said, I don't think they're thinking we're leaving anytime soon. They're thinking we're homeless and asking for money.
Oh, good gosh. And you got your sign.
Just set it up. It looks like a
Here's your
sign.
sign.
This is
Yeah.
the instruction manual of the park. So if anybody saw us, I apologize. We were just putting a wagon together in the zoo parking lot.
Did you get any donations?
No, we didn't. You know,
They're
something,
like,
at
no.
least for food, something.
Yeah.
You know, the zoo's
They
expensive.
saw the wagon and got thrown off. Yeah, they're
exactly.
like, no.
No, these guys.
Yeah.
Are, but she got all excited, and she's still excited about it. You know, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, to me, it's a wagon, but to
Now,
women,
man,
dude, that's
so
like,
I've seen your wagon, and I actually pushed that bad boy around. It's
like a tank,
freaking
bro.
nice.
It's
Cruise
like a
control.
tank,
I haven't
dude.
seen
It's
it.
It is a nice wagon.
insane,
it
dude.
feels good. I mean, the leather is like real leather. I was
Oh,
like,
leather.
ooh.
Yeah, it's
I was
crazy.
the handles on it. I was
It's
just like,
crazy.
oh wow, this feels good on my
Yeah,
hands.
Exactly, dude. It's nice. It's nice. Hold on.
It was
Drink some
nice. It
water.
really, I'm not gonna lie. It was a really nice wagon. Really
I need
impressed.
to see that thing.
Yeah.
Can I come take it for a test drive? That's the weight capacity.
It's
Pull me
pretty-
around the
you know,
block.
I'm down. I'm down. You like my water though?
Yeah, that's pretty
This is
nice.
cool,
Look
huh?
at him. He's
So
trying to make him feel manly.
You know,
But
no-
go on. Yeah. I got you. After the last episode,
Like
I
I
get
said,
you.
I know compensation when I see it.
My man.
So this is what you know what? I brought this on the show.
Okay.
I'm going to promote our first product that we're going to make on the show. All right. And you guys looking at me like, what the hell? I didn't know about this because you did it.
Got a DIY.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
You know how women have the Stanley Cups, right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The women have the Stanleys.
Okay.
That's like the biggest thing.
That's a
All
market
right?
there.
What is
Uh-huh.
it for men? We don't got nothing.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, we got some stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing. All right?
These.
These,
Yeah.
yeah. Introducing the canteen. Right? Right? $10 at your military surplus store. That's it.
Okay.
You can't drop it, no spill. Nothing. Nothing. All right. Watch. I'm gonna have
What
this
is that,
pop.
Dairy Queen?
I'm gonna have this pop. Yeah, I'm gonna have this
God.
pop. Let's see if we can make it to pop. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm sure glad I have a real job.
Oh, my
man.
goodness, man. So one thing that I enjoy from our viewers, they're always asking questions about previous episodes.
Hmm.
And one of the questions they ask is they bring you up and they say, hey,
Always Pedro.
always Pedro, always Pedro,
Always.
always. And I love it.
you.
But they ask, they go, oh, that's great. How you guys were together from high school. One of the questions that someone asked was, how'd you propose? I mean, you're in high school. You know, I mean, it's not like you have.
I didn't propose then.
Wingstop.
I didn't propose
Yeah.
then. I didn't propose then. So, actually, it's funny. So I did not propose quick. I did not propose early. We were together. We were together right at 5 years, almost 6 before I proposed. So I mean, I was in high school, so started at 16, hit 18, 20, started my business, and you know, up to that point, you never really seen any real money in your life, right? At least me. So I was like, you know, I got to get financially stable before I do that, right? So it wasn't a quick proposal. So we got to 2017, we got engaged. So it was funny. We had a great engagement planned out. Mm-hmm. So I had like 12 of my closest friends going. My mom was going, a cousin was going. I had mentioned it to my in-laws. I actually got my father-in-law's blessings to ask her at my car lot. He was here, and we were doing something, and I was like, let me go outside with you and talk. So my brother-in-law came with me, kind of knew what was going on. So I got his blessings at my car lot, and then I said, all right, you know, this is going to be our plans. So I planned it out. We were going to Miami. She loves Miami. As much as I love Florida, or I love California, she loves Florida.
Nice.
Okay. So we were going to Miami. I had it all lined up. A buddy of mine, Big Homie Group Productions, they put together concerts and things. Like he had Young Jeezy here recently, Moneybagg Yo. Cool. Yeah. So they do that here, and they do a lot out in Miami. So they have like drivers that they use out there, things like that, photographers out there. So I was like, hey, it was my friend Derek. I said, hey, Derek, I'm doing this. I want you to help me line it up, you know, get some things together. So we got together the drivers. We were going to be black SUV the whole weekend, all of us, photographer and videographer lined up. I rented out a yacht to take her out onto the water over there on Biscayne, and we were going out. Everything was great. All my friends and family were coming in. We were going to get a big Airbnb. We had everything lined up, right? So we were leaving on Thursday. On Tuesday, there started being news flashes that news headlines. A Hurricane Maria was coming in.
Oh, damn.
And it was dead set on Miami.
Damn. A woman trying to ruin your stuff. Oh, man.
Oh, man. I said, okay. I said, let me wait. All right. So Wednesday came. We were leaving Thursday. Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon, they canceled all flights to Miami.
Oh, my goodness.
All flights were canceled.
Damn.
So I said, okay, what the hell am I going to do? I've planned this out for months. Everything to a T is lined up. So it was Wednesday, and Ariel was like, you know, like, we'll just, I was like, we're not rescheduling nothing. Like, I got this ring in my pocket. It's been in here for like a month. It's about to be on your finger. So I was like, let's just go to California. Let's go to LA. She was like, oh, okay. So we went to LA, got an Airbnb, a house in the hills, beautiful house. My friend Germ and his wife were going, fiance at the time. They were going, we're all going, girlfriend at the time. We were all going out there. My mom still came. My cousin, I lost some of my friends because they were like, you know, it just, I can't make it work. Like, you know,
yeah, not like you, not everybody rolls.
Everyone's
like
not getting engaged right now. You are. So it's, you know, you got to prioritize it.
Like you, but go on. Yeah,
so
I got you.
I was like, okay, we can't do that.
Dude,
so
yacht. Go on.
It was a beautiful one. I never got to get on it.
Yeah.
So we flew out there. Like I said, my buddy Jeremy and his girlfriend went. My mom, my cousin went. Ariel and I went. And I got out there and I had no plans. Like I had no plans. All I knew is something's going to happen. If I've got to, you know, walk down Hollywood Boulevard and go get on knee, I'm going to, right? So I got out there. I was like, me and my boy Jerm were there, and I was like, we got to come up with something. Like, let's do something. So I found this company that does helicopter chartering. So it's just you, and it was up to 4 people. We had to pay double because there's a weight limit on there. It was like, I don't know, $2,500 or something.
That much? Oh, my man.
My boy Jerm's bigger than me.
Okay.
And yes, I'm that much.
Okay.
But so yeah, it was like $2,500. I was like, oh, that sounds easy, cheap. Like, let's just get that done.
Yeah.
Called them. They were like, okay, what's the weight limits? It's like 150 per passenger. I said, 150 per passenger.
Good gosh, who you hauling all these skinny chicks out here or something?
Well, then I'm 2 passengers myself.
Right.
I guess I got to leave the person I'm proposing to back at the house, right?
Right.
And they were like, well, we got bigger options. It's up to 6, whatever. So we got that. So they took us, we flew over Dodger Stadium. We flew over Echo Park. We landed on a skyscraper in downtown LA. We saw everything. And then we took I want to say it was like 15, 20-minute cruise down the coast up to Malibu. So we landed on top of the hillside in Malibu, overlooking the coast. And they had a whole picnic set up for us. I had everything set up. So we had bottles of champagne out there, and we were just out there. She was just taking it in, and then she turned around. I was on a knee.
My man.
So
That's amazing, bro.
I'll get into it more on another episode, but we also got married in California, in Santa Rosa, California, at Trinidad Winery. So when we were going out there, the entire week of our wedding, they were canceling flights to Santa Rosa.
Heck? Oh, good gosh, man.
They were canceling flights to Santa Rosa.
Dude, there was a lot of warning signs. What's going on?
They were canceling all the flights up until Wednesday. They canceled the last flight.
Okay.
Or Tuesday, and we were leaving Wednesday.
Oh my goodness, man.
So it was wildfires out of control, Geyserville,
Dude,
Santa
trippy,
Rosa.
bro.
So Sonoma County. So right before, like, okay, we might have to postpone this. Right before we went, they cleared the flights for the next day. We flew in, and then I remember very clear at our reception dinner, my father-in-law said, he was giving his blessings on everything happening. We were getting married the following day. He was like, I'm very confident in this marriage. I know what you guys will do. You guys have made it through hell and high water.
And
you'll be all right. And
there it is.
So it was a very adventurous.
I love it, man.
I love that.
So we did have a nice one.
This dude, when I can't get yachts, I get helicopters. That's just how I roll.
I see at NFL players' houses.
Yeah, dude, must be nice.
Something
so
just
normal
happened
folks,
coincidentally sometimes.
Yeah, sure. I got you.
So we speaking of what you're talking about, you met Ariel so young. We have an interesting viewer question today. How young is too young to get married and have a family? Should I wait, even if I'm in love? Should I finish college, career? If I wait too long, I'm afraid she will leave. This is from Mark in Miami, Florida.
Okay. So that was a lot of questions there, and I think, to be honest, that last one is the showstopper.
Yeah.
If I wait too long,
will she leave?
Right? I mean, to be honest, if you're a young guy and you're asking that question, I think that you answered your question.
That's right.
Yeah. If she loved you, she's going to stick around.
Right.
I mean, Pedro, you did it. What?
We were dating 6 years and we were engaged 2 years.
Didn't leave.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't think there's an age that you can say that's too young. I mean, there's people who got, married really, really young.
Right.
I mean, I think your wife's parents did real young,
very young,
still together this now. I mean, it can happen. It works, but it's not easy.
No.
And at that age, there's going to be a lot of growing between. You mentioned it with you and your wife. There's a lot of growing in between you two. You're still growing up yourself. You don't even know who you are.
Right.
She don't know who she is. And a lot of people, when they marry young, they divorce.
Yep.
It just doesn't quite work that way.
True.
So, I mean, again, I don't think there's a lot of, good, solid answers there, but I think that last one was
red flag is what he's saying.
Red flag,
Yep.
man. Yeah.
Yep.
Pedro?
I just feel, I feel a lot the same. A marriage and love, it's just unconditional. It's not contingencies.
Right.
And if your partner is viewing you as they want you to marry them, they want to be married to you, that she wants to be your wife, then it would seem that she wants to be your wife today, tomorrow, a year from now, whenever.
Right.
So if the option is on the table of, if I don't do it now, then she'll maybe marry someone else, then you might end up having that same issue in the future regardless.
That's
You've got to
right.
be committed from the beginning regardless.
Right. You're trying to lock her down. I mean, that's what it's like.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let me lock her
Yep,
down so she
exactly.
doesn't go
And
anywhere.
you don't want your partner to feel like
Nope,
that, or they'll
not at all.
always be trying to escape.
That's
Right,
right.
exactly.
That's right. I think, I mean, you know, you guys had situations. I mean, we got married. I got married in the, you know, in the late 30s. You know, I'm my first wife and then now my second wife in the 30s. So I wanted to make sure, this is just me, I wanted to make sure my college was done. I wanted to make sure I had a good job, a good high paying job, because you know, once you get married, most likely you're going to have a family right after, you know, and even if you're not planning to have a family, it happens.
Right.
I wanted to make sure that I had financial means to support not just my wife, but my child, that whenever that might happen. And like you said, you know, that doesn't happen to everybody, and that's fine. But like you said, that last statement, will she leave? You know, if she's already feeling that way, if she's already thinking that, if you're already thinking that fear,
a ring is not going to keep her long term.
No. A lot of people think, oh, once I get married, it changes things. It does not.
Right.
If anything gets harder.
Yep.
I've been divorced before. It does not.
Right.
And I thought that, and I had that mentality. It actually gets harder.
Right.
To the point where you do end up getting divorced. So if you're already thinking that, dude, I would just start worrying about you. Okay. Make sure your career set, make sure your college is set, what you want to do, what you want to be. I would not be thinking, well, what if she leaves me? Because if she leaves you, guess what? There's someone even better out there for you. So, you know, take that advice or don't take it. That's up to you. But make sure that whoever you marry is the person that feels that can wait like you did and like, you know, your wife did for you to succeed. And no matter how long it might take, or if you get married young, you know that she's still going to be there while you're succeeding in life, while you're trying to build something for yourself, while you're trying to build an entrepreneurship, while you're trying to build a college and career for yourself. Because if that's not the person that, you know, is going to last in that relationship, it's not going to last.
Right.
As long as you know the commitment's there, you're who I want to be with. Let's get to that stage. We're on the track, but we just need a little bit more time for whatever reason that may be. And you're committed to that, then you should be committed regardless.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's it.
I mean, and still, like, okay, so if you're a young guy and maybe you messed up on that last one, maybe that's just thoughts in your head. Maybe that's not how she feels. Maybe it could really work. Maybe she's like, look, no matter, we don't get married now, I'm gonna be here with you, right? So you threw in a whole lot of other things. You know, do I finish school? Do I start a career? All that other stuff. You can. Every situation is gonna be different. Or you can get married and you guys can work through that. And if she's going to be with you when you're poor and you have nothing, she's definitely going to be with you when you do have something.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
As long as she's not, you know, deterring you from completing the things that you want to do as a college, as a career, and she supports you. I mean, again, young people can get married before you have all that, and you can grow into something really nice and strong.
Nope.
But at the same time,
It takes work.
Right.
It takes work.
Whether that's early or late, because my wife has told me it a lot. She feels, and I'm on board, behind every strong man, there's a strong woman.
That's right.
So whether you start early, whether you start late, if y'all are, you know, in line on y'all's goals and things, there's never too early, never too late, as long as you're on the same page.
Nope.
There you go.
I think one thing that, you know, me and you, we love Conor McGregor, trying to get to his fight this year. But if you look at his story,
D. Devlin.
D. Devlin, he dated his wife when he was just trying to start off in the MMA.
She worked two jobs, so he could train all day.
Oh,
wow, that's awesome.
And, he worked himself up. And I remember there was this video that he goes, one day I'm going to fight in UFC and be a millionaire. And he claimed it, and look at him now. You know, love him or hate him, I love his story. You know, and that's exactly what this question is about, pretty much. Your story, and Conor McGregor's story. So thank you for the question. Mark, we do appreciate it.
Good luck to you, buddy.
You know, good luck to you.
I wish I would have been in Miami on that yacht out there with you guys, but, you know, ended up in California.
If you guys have any viewer questions, our email's in our description in YouTube. We'll definitely put it on and answer. And you have 3 different heads trying to give you an answer. You like it or not, it's up to you guys, and take it from there. We want to thank you guys for watching. We got Jonathan, Pedro, and I'm Jason. Have a good one, guys.